Okay, hi, my name is Sarah Hennessey, and I'm playing Fern at the Lawrence shows and then one Kansas City show.
Hi, I'm Annie Yungmeyer, and I'm playing Fern at the Kansas City shows.
So you're both playing Fern. What has this been like to learn the same role at the same time?
It's fun. I'm glad that I got to do it with somebody who's my friend, and it's a different experience because we can help each other. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, I've known Sarah before this, and we live close by, so it's great. So we can always carpool, and we can also, work lines together. And it's just great having someone to spend so much time with, especially when they're as great as Sarah.
Aw, thanks, Annie.
Now, you guys are not veteran performers. You've done other shows at other places. What's it like to learn your blocking kind of in tandem? It's like you're doing the three-legged race, I've noticed.
It's kind of like The Shining. That's what they've been calling us. It's really funny because we say our lines at the exact same time. Mm-hmm. And we just do everything exactly like we're supposed to. Yeah.
But it's nice to work together because we can always help each other if we don't understand. And
yeah,
if I'm over here and Sarah's over there, she can say, "No, you're supposed to be over here."
Yeah. So we definitely help each other out, especially when we forget things.
What's going to happen during a run-through when you're not next to each other?
I'm usually off stage.
Kind of like, oh, okay, so
where's my twin?
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll have to look for that. So this is not your first experience with the Lyric Opera or with Paula Winans, our education director, and her programs. Talk about some of your history with the company.
Okay, well, I have done Lyric Opera Camp since 2005, I think. So this will be my 4th or 5th year. And I've worked in all of the other shows that we've done outside. I've done La Boheme this September, which was amazing. That was my first. We both did
amazing.
It was our first main stage show at the Lyric, and it was like the best experience I've ever had.
It was a really great opportunity to work with most of the adults that are in this show. Were in La Boheme.
That's where we met them. And
and it was a really good feeling just to know, it was a big honor to be cast in that show. And
the music is hard, and it's like,
but it's so beautiful when you put it together. You feel so proud of yourself.
And just like to trust us with the children's chorus, it was so cool.
You mentioned that you've been in opera camp. Mm-hmm. You've worked with Linda as a director before.
Yes.
What is it like to work with her?
I love working with Linda.
It's amazing.
She's like brilliant. I don't know how else to put it, but the way she directs and the advice that she gives is perfect. It's really, really helpful.
I love her attitude. She's always positive. Like, even if we do something and it's completely down the toilet, she's, well, that was good.
We can always turn it around some way with her help.
Yeah. And she just, I feel like when she, takes the stage, she just commands she has this big presence, and you feel like, well,
you
I
need to
watch
listen.
her.
You need to listen to her.
I need to listen to what she's saying.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
So is Paula.
We love both
of
them.
Backward. Talk about kind of your background and your training. What tools do you have in your toolkit that brings you to this moment?
Well, I'm trying to think. I've been working with Sylvia Stoner, who plays Charlotte. She's been my voice teacher since, I want to say, 9 years old. Mm. And I'm 15 now. And I've learned so much since the first time I met her. And every single show I do is a new learning experience. And it's very, very insightful. And I just feel like we keep on growing the more shows you do. And even if I'm not the lead, or if I'm in chorus or whatever, I still feel like I can help with somehow. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've been acting since forever, and singing and dancing. So
yeah.
But I still feel like I learn something with every show I do, and definitely even every rehearsal, even if I'm not a big part. It's a great way to meet new people, and even if you're just sitting there, you can watch the people who are up there and say, I admire what they do, and maybe I can bring some of that to my own performances.
So if Fern were to tell the story of Charlotte's Web, what would her perspective of the story be?
It's a complicated situation. Well, because she's 13 years old and she's trying to find her place.
She wants to be, when she finds Wilbur, she's like, oh, I really want, to still play with dolls and have someone to baby, but I also, want to be a grown-up and make my own decisions, but she's so, confident in who she is, and she's strong even though she doesn't really know where she fits, and that's what I really love about her.
Yeah.
She just, she can stand up to her dad and say, you know what, this isn't right,
Just the compassion that she has.
For
The animals.
everything, the animals,
Her family, even if they do fight with Avery. And her dad, her mom sometimes. It's just really, really...
Yeah, she gets into complications with her family, but behind it all, she still, she really cares about everyone, and, that's definitely something to admire, I think.
And does the character of Fern change from the beginning of the show to the end?
She definitely grows as a person and in what she wants to do.
One of the most outward and visible signs is probably the fact that, at the beginning, she's boys. And then at the end, Henry
Fussy.
But I think definitely inside, she kind of fits in a little bit more, and she knows who she is a little bit more, but...
She was confident before, but she's even more confident now.
And I think she's learned about herself and about, taking what it's like to take care of someone as she raised Wilbur. And
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned earlier, I guess we mentioned, that you're going through the rehearsals kind of in tandem. You're doing your blocking together, but you'll be performing this separately at different times. So you're each going to make Fern kind of your own character. And I wonder if you have seen, even in rehearsal, the development of how your Fern is different from your Fern. And I wonder if that's evident to you yet.
Definitely. I think from the beginning, just our voices in general are very, very different. But they can still play Fern. They can still be the character and what the character's point of view is, what her goal is.
Right. I think as an actor, it's definitely, very, very important to bring some of you into the character because, as I've been to shows and seen other people perform, even, some of my friends that do theater, and I say, well, that was just like the movie version, where were you? If you're playing Dorothy or, it's a generic character that has been played so many times, but I think that in order to make it, your own show and make it you up there, you have to definitely bring some of who you definitely are and your take on things.